Hello, Year 3, and welcome to your English lesson today. So today in English, what we're going to do is do a couple of retrieval things, but I'm not going to mark them through with you. I want to see if you can remember them and see if you can mark them yourselves. And then we're just going to talk through your activity today, and then you're going to go off to do your activity. So it's only going to be a short video today. So the first thing I'd like you to do is have a look at these questions. So these are going to be on your worksheet. And the first question is, what are the features of diaries? What can you recall? What can you remember are the features of diaries? And the second question is, which of these are coordinating conjunctions and which are subordinating conjunctions? We've done a lot of work on that over this last week, and you have been fabulous at it. So I bet you'll be able to answer this quite quickly and easily. And the next question, I want you to circle the conjunction which joins these two clauses together, okay? And then the last one, what is wrong with the sentence below? And think about your subordinating clauses. So I want you to pause the video here and have a go at this one now. And welcome back. Okay, let's move to the next one then. So the next one is, your first part was to think of the different features of diaries. Now, can you give an example for each one of these? I've done this before. We did this last week. Do you remember? So I wondered if now you could have a go at just thinking of maybe one example for each of these things. If you can, see if you can come up with two. All right, pause the video here. Have a go at that now. Welcome back. How did you get on with that? Did you find it a bit tricky trying to remember? It is sometimes, but it's really good for our brain to think back further than just yesterday or a couple of days ago, because we're having to think back till next week. Our brain's having to go through all that information you've been processing this week. It's really good to do that. Okay, let's move on to today then. So today, you're going to independently apply those grammatical features to the diary. So there's things that we've been working on: subordinating clauses, subordinating conjunctions, coordinating conjunctions, complex sentences. We're going to be building on that today and adding them into your diary entry. So here, what I've written down is a success criteria, what you will need to make sure you have got to be successful in writing your diary today. Making sure that you're writing in first person, that's really, really important. Making sure you're including the past tense, because remember, when we're writing our diary, it's already happened, it's in the past. It hasn't happened yet, it's already happened. You're going to make sure that you're choosing words that show your thoughts and emotions. You're going to make sure that you include that exclamation sentence and rhetorical question. Oh my goodness, I wonder why that was happening over there. Okay. Use the coordinating conjunctions for, and, nor, but, yes, so. We have had a practice at doing both of these two over the last couple of days. So today, when you put your diary entry together, because this is your best piece now, you're writing it up as your final piece of writing. And over this last week, you've been adding in those subordinating conjunctions and those coordinating conjunctions. So today is to really embed those into your writing. And then the last one is the subordinating conjunctions. Okay, do we feel that we're going to be successful today in creating our diary entries? I think you really are. I think it's going to be amazing for you to complete this now and to finish off this unit of work. It's going to be fabulous. Okay, so to be successful in writing up your diary entries, and remember, in your best possible handwriting, as if we're going to be displaying it at work, at school. Even though we might still, if you send your work in, we could still display it at school, or once you come back to school, we can put it up then, because it'd be lovely really to showcase your work, and really want to make sure that we're getting lots of your work as well on Twitter. So the more that you send things in, the more we can put things out there. So to be really successful today, make sure that you use date and time adverbials. And remember, that's the first thing we had to do that so people knew exactly when your diary was from. And if you have a look here, before I go through all of these, can you see they've been colour-coded? Now, they've been colour-coded, so then in a minute when we have a look at the example, you'll be able to pick out those different parts. So what I might do is I might leave this screen here and you can then go back to it. So I might finish the video and you can go back and you can keep looking at it, okay? So using date and time adverbials to make sure that you write in the first person. Remember, it's about you. You are the author of your diary. Past tense verbs, using words that show feeling and emotion, using an exclamation sentence, and using a rhetorical question, using the Fanboys acronym, and using I saw a Wabub acronym as well. So those, if you have those, that's going to make you successful in your diary entry writing, your final piece today. So this is what a good one looks like, okay? A waggle, a good one looks like. So can you see here, we've colour-coded each of those pieces so you know that they link with that. And what you can do is you can keep looking back through this and seeing, oh, that bit is for there and that bit is there, okay? So here, if you have a look, if we click, quickly click back, we've got the date and time. So if we have a look there, can you see that the date and the time at the very beginning there is in the blue? We've got first person, there it is in the red. The past tense verbs as well. And we've also got the rhetorical question. I can see right that at the bottom. And we've got our I saw a Wabub and our Fanboys in there as well. So we've got our before and our when. So what I'd like you to do today, year 3, is to use what your knowledge that you've learnt so far and to make sure that when you're writing your final piece, your final diary entry, the final one now, it's going to include all of those elements and you're going to do really, really well and really be successful at it, okay? If there is any point where you think, I'm not quite sure what I need to do, look back at some of the older videos, have a look again. That's what I need to do here, and that will help you. This is the one bonus now of having all these videos here. You can check back on older learning so you don't forget, which is great, isn't it? Now, what I want you to do is you're going to pause the video here. I want you to come back to this point because then we're going to just go through a little checklist when you've finished your work to make sure you've got that in there. Is that okay with you? So pause the video now, go and do your work, come back soon, okay? Okay then, welcome back. So you've been really successful at writing your diary entry now. Shall we see then, go through the checklist if you've got everything on there. So your diary must include the date or time. Have you got that? Fabulous. Write in the first person. Brilliant. Use past tense for main events. Fantastic. You're getting it so well. Have you included an introduction to the scene? Do you remember when Lila first saw Mount Marapai and she was like, oh, blown away? Did you include that? Brilliant. Have you told the events in the chronological order? Fantastic. Have you included personal and emotional feelings? So have you included how Lila was feeling? Have you included her thoughts as well? Have you made sure that you've made it very clear the different points where she's feeling different emotions? And have you used the time conjunctions and adverbials after that before lunch? Okay, I'm really, really excited to see your final diary entries, children. And it's been lovely to see how they've developed over this last 2 weeks. It really is. Next week, we've got some really fabulous new learning for you to do as well. Now, you have a wonderful weekend and I will see you very soon. You take care now, year 3. Bye.